Hi guys, it's Jen from Phoenix and Lotus, and this is day 27 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Video Challenge. And today's question is, does anyone you know disagree with your tarot practices? This is sort of a loaded question for me, a little complicated. So first of all, hi Mom, if you're watching, I hope that this accurately represents our relationship and some of the interesting dynamics that go on there. So, as you probably guessed, my mom is definitely, we have some differences, and I wouldn't necessarily say that she disagrees with my tarot practice, but my mom is deeply Catholic and a very spiritual person with a very strong faith. And I admire that faith because I have my own very strong faiths in different things than she does. And we've been able to have some really interesting conversations about where our beliefs differ and where they're the same. And she can be supportive of me and think that I'm wonderful and great and that anything I do is going to be successful, which is flattering because she's my mom and I love her. But she can also say, what you do is not the right thing for me. So my mom is also deeply intuitive. She is strongly psychic, and where I tend to be more clairvoyant and clairaudient, she just knows things. And that's a whole other conversation. I'll talk about that at some point, about how I think that psychic intuition can run in families, but there can also be that difference. So I'm going to write that down and we'll talk about that some other time. But it's very interesting because my mother does have a very consistent practice in her own faith that's changed over time. And I think seeing that has helped me understand how my own magical and tarot and reflective practices can change and evolve over time. My mother will let me read angel or oracle cards for her, but not tarot cards, because for her, there's a difference, and it would be uncomfortable for her to let me read her tarot cards. She would see that as a violation of her faith. Angel or oracle cards, for whatever reason for her, are different. I can respect that. I might think that it's crazy. I've told her that I might think that's crazy. But that's her decision and her choice, and I have to respect it. And I'm grateful at the same time that she has never discouraged me from reading tarot or believing the things that I believe in. I think that her take on it is, if I'm happy and I'm healthy and I'm not hurting anybody, knock your socks off. So, well, she can say, this is not the right thing for me and I don't want to be involved in this, she's still supportive, and I'm very grateful because I know that a lot of people don't have that. They don't have that support system or people around them who are willing to agree to disagree or say, you know what, I might not agree with what you're doing, but I support you and your choices and hope that everything lines up for you the way that you would like it to. So I'm grateful, and that is the end of my story about someone who doesn't necessarily agree with my tarot practices, but can still be supportive.